Dear Slow.
Hi, Jane.
Hi there. Yes, I'm doing it now as we speak.
Come in. Sit down. Snifter?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Has Grace been in touch at all?
She's working on a case for me, yeah.
So you know what's going on for us then?
You and Grace. How long was it?
12 years.
God, I remember your wedding. I was carrying you shoulder high into the marquee and Grace's drunken rowing pals doing that Mexican wave with their boat oars. You two, riding off into the sunset in your beloved MG. Where was it you went again?
Bali.
Bali, yeah.
She had an ear infection. Some bastard did my tyres in at the airport car park.
But you bottled through.
There must have been times for you when there's been another woman and you've thought about it. What it would be like to have her. If you're doing it here, if you can see it and picture it, if the desire is there.
But there's a difference.
Of course there's a difference. I know there's a bloody difference. Found this in a drawer at home.
God, what happened?
When was that? Was that the second year of uni, the third year?
Second. Just before she dumped me.
She dumped you?
No mixed doubles at competition level, is there, Carl? She moved on.
You know what did it for me? Thinking if Grace found someone else, how I'd feel. And there was nothing. Anger, jealousy, nothing.
Well, presumably your affections lay elsewhere.
And this was before I jumped.
Fell is the usual term, Carl. You know, one falls in love, one has no choice.
That there was a choice. I knew exactly what I was doing. As did Chrissy. Her name is Christy. Oh, I know it's shit. Pick an adjective. Reprehensible. Unforgivable. It felt brave. It still does.
Why are you here, Carl?
You're my friend. I'd like to think you still will be.
So, what now? Lawyers? Sell the house, share the spoils, Grace gets the knives, you get the forks. Adam rotates between you like musical chairs. And in the future, when he's a grown-up, if he falls off the rails, if he can't hold down a relationship, if he can't hold down a job, can you ever be sure that that isn't down to you? You copped out. Put your needs ahead of everyone else's. Brave. Bloody hell, Carl. You don't know the meaning of the word.
Everywhere I go, military ordnance.
He's fully posable Desert Ranger.
Oh, fully posable. Those are the days. Don't jump down my throat, Grace. But before Carl and this woman, I mean, if you'd hit a rocky patch, yes, he took the easy option. I don't condone that, not for a second. But the easy option now is for you to seize on it. Beat him over the head with it.
Instead of what? You think it's cause and effect, don't you? Ergo, I'm to blame too.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
Okay, it wasn't perfect. At times it was far from perfect. But what is perfect? You make a commitment. That has to count for something, doesn't it? You dig in, ride out the bad stuff, make it work. Like you say, he opted out.
And Adam? He knows something's going on with his father. The children need clarity, don't they? Uncertainty scares them.
They're not alone in that.
Now, somebody needs to take the lead here. If Carl can't or won't...
You think I should?
Yes.
I'm not the one who had the affair.
Shh.
Who had the affair? Who told a litany of lies and half-truths.
Which means you have the moral ground. That is power in its own way. You can use it to bring him to heel over this woman. Or you can walk away. But for the sake of that child, you should try and keep the
Piss or
family
get
together.
off the pot.
Children can be pretty unforgiving over this sort of thing, too.
Yeah, well, Carl should have thought of that.
No. He risked the marriage, but it's your choice to end it. Adam might not thank you for that. You do your job right, and you will. Before you know it, he'll be on his way, cooked and ready to come out of the oven. Occasional phone call negotiating his overdraft. Christmas dinner, if you're lucky, and that is it. Companionship gets a bad press, Grace. It's worth fighting for.
Just lie down there. It's important you don't move. Even the slightest movement affects the accuracy of the pictures. I'll just raise you up. Comfortable? Relaxed? You'll hear my voice. There's a speaker, so I can hear you. If you want to come out, just press the panic button. That's it. Now try not to move. Still as you can. You'll be fine.
How's he doing?
They're jumpy. You can't get them like that. Mr. Latimer, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
There'll be a loud noise going on and off. That's when I'm taking the pictures. As still as you can, yes?
That blurring, that shadowing, it's when he moved. Now, a lot of patients find it a difficult experience. Compare his results with these from another patient. See this high signal? Now, she has an abnormality there. See how it compares to the normal, undamaged tissues elsewhere. Whereas with your man, it's virtually impossible to tell. The definition is so poor. You say you witnessed one of his seizures.
Yes.
With total loss of awareness. He was totally out of it.
Yes.
Even if you fired a starting pistol in his ear, he wouldn't hear it. But there is no record of previous brain injury?
A playground accident when he was 4. The hospital report said he was concussed, but they x-rayed him, then sent him home.
This might just be something. But then again, without more accurate information, it's hardly conclusive.
The playground accident when Julian was 4, when he got concussion. What do you remember about that?
He had an egg. I remember it being days before it went down.
Did he suffer any memory loss? Amnesia, absences? How about mood swings? Tantrums?
Julian. You couldn't find a more placid child. Or organized. Lists for everything. T-shirts arranged according to color, books in alphabetical order.
When his father left, how did he react?
He missed him.
They were close?
You know boys and their fathers.
And your relationship with him at that time?
Well, he wouldn't let me out of his sight. He used to come into my room every night to make sure I was still there. Bringing up a child alone, particularly a boy, I wasn't very good at being alone. I've got the hang of it now, but then I thought if I treated him as a friend, I turned it into a game. Each new man, we'd award him points, so many for physical appearance, for IQ. It was a mistake. I see that now. He didn't need a friend, he needed a mother. Once, he was about 9. I was seeing someone, an architect. We came home. Julian was waiting outside the house. I could see him in the headlamps, this angry little figure. He went for the car with a tennis racket. Smashed the bonnet, the wing mirrors, totally trashed it. Talk about green-eyed monster.
And after that, your mother brought you up alone?
Where's this going? Oedipus, ring your mother.
She says even now you won't answer her calls. Won't accept help from her.
She has a yoga class she'll pull through. I said we had sex that morning, didn't I?
Made love is what you said.
Well, you think I don't know the difference? You're doing it too, aren't you? You're twisting my words like the others. They're there now, aren't they? Watching me. Enjoying the show, guys. Getting your money's worth. You don't get it, do you? None of you get it! You don't destroy the only thing left in your life that gave it a point! That made it worth living! Jesus! Why would anyone in their right life do such a thing?
What if it's all a smokescreen, Grace? The amnesia, the seizure stunt today. What if he's playing you like a violin?
Were there any significant relationships before Nina?
A girl from university, Emma Hobbs. He was besotted with her. Lasted, 2 years or more.
What happened?
She suddenly broke it off. He never told me why. She took off to Australia. That was that. Oh, he wrote to her. For months he was writing. But she never answered his letters. I thought for a while he'd chase off after her. Then he met Nina. A girl from university, Emma Hobbs. He was besotted with her. Lasted, 2 years or more.
Your former girlfriend, Emma Hobbs. The police spoke with her mother. She said Emma went to Australia to get away from you, that you were harassing her, phoning all hours, calling round to see her.
She wouldn't answer my calls. I had to go there. She owed me money on a flat I had at university. I wanted my share before she left the country. Is that so unreasonable?
The amnesia episodes you had in the past. You said you couldn't face them. Is that why you didn't seek help?
I've never been a pill taker. It's not my way.
Because you're not in control? Is that an issue for you?
You're married. You know how it is. The plans you make. Kids, family, a home. You save. Get a place near a good school, get it all set up, then the whole bloody edifice crashes down around you. It's impeached. The past, the future, all of it. I told Nina we'd just keep going. Make a plan for each day, stick to it. However trivial, however mundane. We'll mark the day he died on a calendar. We'll look at it. A month will have passed. 6 months, a year. It'll be in the past. We'll be through it. It's not about control. It's about survival.
And how is Nina with that? Your survival strategy?
You see couples, don't you? In restaurants, not talking, not touching, just sitting in stagnant silence. We made a pact that wouldn't be us. What happened to us would bring us closer.
Now you know she broke that pact. How do you feel?
Words can't describe it.
If you had known, could you have forgiven her?
If you love someone enough, you can forgive them anything. Look, we can keep going round and round and still get back to the same place. I don't remember what happened that day, but I knew nothing about this other man. Tell them I'll take a lie detector. Whatever they want, I'll do it. I'm there. They're gonna charge me, aren't they? That's why I'm here.
My report's not concluded yet.
Look, I'm going with what I've got, Grace.
Well, what about my report?
All right, all right. You do your report, I do mine. We'll take it from there. How's that?
You'll hold off until when?
End of the week, best I can do. I saw Carl. He came to see me.
Did he talk about her? Christine?
Barely.
Is he still seeing her?
I didn't ask.
He used to double lock all the internal doors at home. Always the same order every night. I'd lie in bed listening to him. As if he was shoring us up against some invisible enemy. And then he stopped. The enemy was within. When love is withdrawn, you don't just feel its absence, you feel
demeaned. And, you never suspected there was anyone else?
maybe on some level I did know. You love someone, you trust them. Me, with all my so-called insight into human nature, right?
Hazard, Christina. I think she's out on the waterway. Over there. Cheers. Come on, Max. There you go. Does it?
Thanks.
No problem.
You've taken it up again. I never asked you to give it up, Grace.
I had other priorities, didn't I? Like running a home, to name but one.
Well, perhaps if you'd hear me out, you'd understand
Understanding being one step away from forgiveness. You were always excellent at being in love, weren't you? I used to watch your conveyor belt of girlfriends at university. I've been thinking a lot about that lately. How when my turn came, what was it you said? I'm ready to make a commitment now. I'm ready to go for it. And I thought then, watch yourself, girl. You're like the number 11 bus. If he doesn't catch you, another will be along in a minute. But you swept me away. The phone calls, the pet names, the fallings out. Oh, and the reconciliations. Mustn't forget those. They were always in bed. Did you notice that? I did. And then these last years. No more fallings out. No more reconciliations. The affection, the pet names were only for Adam. You couldn't go the distance.
Look. I came to see if you wanted us to try again. Go for counselling. You're always saying how I can turn people's lives around.
Is that what you want?
But if you do.
And Christine?
Well, I give her up, obviously. Is it what you want, Grace? Well, is it?
Yes, my love. Let's do it. Let's try again. But it's not about what I want, is it? It's about your conscience, being able to tell yourself you made the offer, you did your bit.
God, I didn't know you had so much anger in you.
You know what pisses me off about that? I'm just another bitch in defeat.
I'll take more than me to defeat you, Grace. Now, listen. I've been a bastard to you, I admit that, and I've lied to you, but not to Adam, never to him.
All those work conferences you went to, those weeks, weekends, you weren't available to be his father. You don't call that a lie? I saw her. You're Christine.
When? When did you see her?
Don't worry, I didn't speak to her. And I won't tell her husband. I won't put their children through what our son is dealing with.
Well, you know, that's up to you, Grace.
My God, you want me to tell him? You want me to do what she can't? To break up her marriage, her family, so that you can have her?
I knew this was pointless. We'd end up sniping at each other. So what now?
It's over.
And what about Adam?
I've dealt with kids whose parents split up without explaining why. Children always blame themselves. If you love our son, you put your hands up, you take the flak.
Then I'll lose him. You know, of course, there are people who use their kids to get at each other. We'll do it tomorrow night.
What you and your father shared, I know how special it was. I'm sorry I wasn't more part of that.
You had your work, I knew that.
And your father filled the vacuum. Still, we might just make it yet, eh? You and I?
Where is he? Why won't he come?
Hush. Stay calm. Adam will take his cue from you in this. Whatever happens tonight, keep everything tomorrow as normal as possible. He goes to school, you go to work. Or row, or whatever. He has to see life goes on. A patient of mine's husband had an affair. She forgave him. Took him back. After he died, she found there'd been a string of women over the years. She has a child, too. That kept her going. She focused on that. Put the whole thing behind her.
Hello, yes?
Please, Grace, can't we tell him it's mutual? I beg you, please.
We tell him the truth.
Be strong.
Adam, we need to talk, sweetheart.
Am I in trouble?
No, not you. The past week, what do you think's been going on with Daddy and me?
I don't know.
Well, when I left our house, it was because things were going wrong with us, with Daddy and me. It sometimes happens in a marriage. Now, we've talked about it. We've talked long and hard, and we both think the best thing is for us... No, listen to me, darling. We both think the best thing is for us to split up. It's going to be absolutely fine.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Please don't cry. It's you, isn't it? You've got someone else. It's you all the time. It's been you.
It's me, Adam. I've met someone else. I fell in love with her. I'm so sorry.
Adam, it's all right, darling. No. I'll call you. I'll deal with him.
Grace!
Adam, come out of there. No, come on, go away. Fine, we'll do it your way then. Come on, come here. Come here. Look at me. Listen to me. It's going to be all right. Listen to me. If your life is a cake, only one slice of it is gone. Do you hear me? Listen. You'll go to the same school, you'll have the same friends, you'll have me, you'll have Gran, and if you want to see Daddy, you only have to...
I don't want him. He doesn't want us, does he?
It's me he doesn't want. Only me.
Goodbye, Carl.
Love you.
Love you more. Oi, don't forget your bag.
You okay, Mum?
I'm fine.
sorry. I'm sorry to do this again. I have to talk to you. Something's going on with me. I keep seeing them. Nina, Nick. Ever since the police told me about them, they're all I see. I can't sleep. I can't eat. All I see is them. Holding each other. Touching each other. Have you any idea how that feels? You asked, remember? You asked if I'd known about them, could I forgive her? I can't. I feel sick thinking about them. Maybe I just didn't love her enough.
What is it you want from me?
I want them gone, out of here. To do that, I have to forgive her. I can't do it alone.
I'm not your therapist. It's not my remit.
Not your remit. You crawl around inside my head, stir everything up, and then walk away. Where does that leave me?
A colleague of mine, a therapist. He'll help you.
Okay, fine. Wash your hands of me. Now you can sleep at night. You never gave a damn about me. Forget about it. Forget I even asked. Forget I was here.
Bravo. What a show. You couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? Your issue with control, you really should look at that.
Wait. Wait! Listen to me, please! When we lost Daniel, it didn't crush us. You know why? I didn't let it. I steered us through it. I did that. Something bad happens, you use it. You build on it. I thought we were stronger because of it. I thought we were invincible. Then she does that to us. To me! Listen to me! I was backing up her cell numbers on my computer. I saw a text message from him. I had it out with her. I forgave her. I loved her, so I worked through it and forgave her. You, of all people, know how hard that is. You know what it feels like? Betrayal like that. It rips your heart out. That day in the car, she said she was going to leave me. She was going back to him. Everything you said about the impulse thing, it's true, all of it. I lost control, just like you said. She put me there. She drove me to it.
You killed your wife! Consciously, deliberately. That's what goes in my report.
Next of kin, yes. Helen, is it? Hang on. That's his mother. Deceased. There's a sister, apparently, and a half-brother. A girl, Mary. Have you got an address to go with it?
We might need you to come down to London, Mr. Hitchin, to help us with our inquiry. Excuse me a moment. I'm sorry, Mr. Hitchin. Yes, I was saying we might need you to come down to London.
My word.
No, I'm afraid you will. Yeah. Okay, and if you could let us have those addresses.
State of Connecticut versus Vernon Kingsley, 1999. Tech boys dug it out of his work computer. Stabbed his stepfather to death with a chisel. Defense claimed it happened during a temporal lobe seizure, ergo he wasn't responsible. Jury bought it. A year on a psychiatrist's couch, he's out walking the streets. 6 months later, he kills again. His attorney runs the criminal division of Ho, Taylor & Morgan in New York.
Latimer's law firm.
Court transcripts, psych notes, symptoms, every dot, every I. A veritable template, all stored in his hard disk. He kills her on his jealous rage. We haul him in. He sits in his 2x2 cell. And being the planner that he is, he works the whole thing out like a roadmap.
I screwed up, didn't I?
You got sucked in. You're human, Grace. Join the club. You know where I am if you need me.
I'll see you.
Adam, are you ready?
Yes.
Where's your mum?
In the garden. Daddy's here, Mum.
I'm back for lunch tomorrow.
Fine.
Thanks. Right, boss man. You and me and the widescreen telly tonight.
Take out pizzas with milkshakes.
Yeah, big milkshakes, mega milkshakes.
Have a lovely time!
Dad, I just need to run upstairs and get my skateboard. I'll meet you in the car.
So, put loose and fancy free. Well, free at any rate. Remember when you started at high school? First few weeks, you sat in class with your hat and coat on. When the teachers asked why, you said, "Oh, it's all right. I'm not stopping long." I know it's only a stopgap, don't worry. I'll dig out my old recipe book. Rustle up something special.
How can you be as intimate as we were? As close? And not know something like that was going on? How can that be?